Welcome to a word of hope for Thursday of the 7th week in Ordinary Time. My name is Father Brendan Curran. Jesus says some pretty strong language to each of us if we're willing to follow Christ. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Better for you to enter into life maimed, eternal life, maimed. If your arm causes you to sin, cut it off. If your leg causes you to sin, cut it off. Better for you to enter into eternal life maimed than the harm that it might cause each of us. What is Jesus getting at? Sounding like he's trying to have us all do an exercise in faith of beating each other up or something like that. Well, Jesus uses strong symbols to get at the heart of our Christian message. If we want to follow Christ, we have to recognize that there are some big obstacles, or small ones, in our own journey. They could be our own stumbling along to recognize where Christ's life is in our life, or where we simply ignore God's love. In the many different ways, they actually impede us from living the life to its fullest, the Christian life. That's what Jesus is getting at. So sometimes some of our sinfulness, our obstacles, our arrogance, some of those might be our prejudices, our racism, our xenophobia, big names to say things we don't even see or things that actually get in the way of acting destructively against God's love. We each, if we're honest, must admit we do in our own habits of life. Today, let Jesus remind us, shake us to our core, remind us to be refreshed in God's love. What are the obstacles of God's love in your heart, in my heart? Let us set it aside. Do the hard work of digging it out and embracing the healing presence of God's love. Let that be a word of hope today.